So a year ago is when we got the idea to do this sculpture trail, and we ran with it. We contacted the city, we formed a committee. City was on board, so we got a little bit of grant help, which was fantastic. We got a consultant from South Dakota because he's been doing that program for 18 years, so it was good to have him as part of our team. And we got some creatives, some artists to help us put it together, and then the business side, some of us handled. And it just has all worked seamlessly.
Well, I started working on a sculpture project for Sioux Falls, South Dakota 19 years ago because we didn't have any public art in Sioux Falls. Sioux Falls is a town about, at that time, probably about 150,000. And we just didn't have much public art. No reason for people to go to downtown was kind of dead and kind of scary at night. Brett Gardella, the Economic Development Director for Baytown, was working up in South Dakota in the early 2000s, and he saw what we had, the sculpture walk, and he wanted to bring something like that to Baytown. You know, people they want culture. They want to come down and have a good time. They want to come down and shop, have lunch, maybe have a beer, glass of wine. So after the sculptures were selected, I knew quite a few and had seen quite a few of the sculptures that are coming. So I was excited about that, but even more excited when I actually see them again on site and knowing what they're going to do for families, for kids, for artists, for the downtown merchants, and really all the people of Baytown.
Bronze sculpture usually takes close to a year. The foundry process is involved. There's a lot of workmanship. It's basically sculpted 3 times. Once in clay, it's molded, then you got to sculpt the wax you pour in, and then the wax has to be cast and then welded together, and that's got to be finished. So it's very involved. The lifetime of modern silicone bronze is, they estimate, 15,000 years. Well, we've got Saturday's Distractions 1, which is our boy reading a book. And the mission on this was to say, look, reading's fun. You know, enjoy reading. It's not non-boyish. You're not a nerd if you like to read. And we have a girl, she came along later, Distractions 2, but they're brother and sister. And the message is, hey, it's fun, and the boy, he's got an ice cream cone that's melting because he's so distracted by his book. He's ignoring his Scotty dog who's jumped up waiting for the first drop. In his back pocket, he's got a homemade slingshot. And the message there is, hey, he's all-American boy. If he wasn't doing this, he might be shooting rocks at your cat.
We got very, very good advice from Jim Clark from South Dakota, and a lot of people helping and coordinating and having meetings week after week, and here we are. These artists, you know, some of the ideas, you think, how do you put it together? But you hear their stories and you see what they put together, and it's just amazing. Some of the figurative, you know, with the people, of course, those are easier to read, but the other ones, you think, oh my gosh, how did you come up with that idea? But they're amazing, the way they put them together, the time they take to put them together, wonderful. March next year, we'll be taking these down and we'll be putting some up. The art that's there now is actually available for purchase or lease. So if your business or your home, you want to put a piece of art for a year, you can lease it. If you want to buy one permanently and put in your yard, your front yard, your backyard, your business, you can do that. So, I mean, I wish I could say that we created it. It was created elsewhere, and Sioux Falls has had it for a long time, but it's going to be great for Baytown. It's going to be fantastic for Baytown.